Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. May 23rd, 2023. Today, May 23, 2023. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. God good, Salon people. Them. You see, Usa will come out now in far. Usa will go not far again. We'll reach day. Today, 31 days left to the elections. 31 days left to the elections. That election over they come 670 something, 690 almost days comrade. 31 days now left to elections. People will remind you again and continue for go pick on a voter ID card them. Next they distribute the voter ID cards them. We want for see more collaborations, Now the provinces particularly so with people and when they far can Krubola like we come record talk for come up from Krubola go down Falaban and over 100 miles. So yeah, waiting political parties then get for do, waiting pressure groups then get for do, waiting organizations they get for do with Marcela Samba them where they help with elections watch and all that stuff. Then they news, they support the people and for go take their voter ID card them because it is the rights of every citizen for vote and be voted for as prescribed by Section 31 all the way through Section 33 of the 1991 Constitution. So then I want for reminder now, some people will come talk to about the campaign period when they open. Campaign door officially open today, May 23rd. The timetable is out there and everything. Now we want to see what's going to happen. We can't tell exactly what to expect, inside this campaign period. Yeah, so some people left. But before we go any further, I want to take this opportunity also for wish General Bonkelenke, a sincere condolence. Over the past 5 years or 4 years now, almost so, we're on in exile out of your own country. Because General Bonkelenke is one of the longest serving generals them in Sierra Leone, get a very stellar record, and today, for the young country of Bath, in exile because his life was threatened, to the point where he not get no option, but for Commander Sierra Leone for come outside overseas. Within this period, he don't lost his family members them, lost his, I think a sister, lost a brother, then finally saw the mama, the pressure, where he don't lost two picking them, then he went for India and back, he in exile. For the young country for take care of him, mama de like today. The mommy himself give up, the mommy don't die de like today. So one for extend with sincere condolence. But this is the country where the nurture. This is Sierra Leone for we. When you get bad leaders, both sides, the ruling government, the oppositions, they want to protect the citizens them with brothers and sisters and then exile across the country, across the world, Guinea, Liberia, all over. All man they run away in the country of Bath. Now this happened in Rwanda, where we see where people say, what it? Enough is enough. We're not in exile forever. We're gonna go take the country back. Now they people like Paul Kagame of Rwanda, they like today, they stand up and say, no, we don't country if we come on our country. We come now, we can't take them back. Now country this. And it was justified. And the world see and cry. They like today, Paul Kagame don't have power for almost 20 years. What's everybody can say about Rwanda now at this particular point in time? And this is what's in the happening in our country. They like today, people and we work them stature, they work them salt, then the patient, then the beer. They say, hey, for the sake of peace, we don't see 11-year brutal war. We see how the SNPP back from 1960s, 64, 67, about Maga era. The bad laws them when they pass. Changing constitution, one party states where he proposed, where Sheikh Stevens can sit up on them, use her effectively against them. We see him, a little in 28 years in office. This is what we talk about. We preach against oppression, suppression. Then they suppress our people. General Bonkelenke is a clear case. Coming before we go further, for open up this talk about the campaign period opening, there talks away about General Bonkelenke because not a person else Sabia reach we the way Sabia. Go ahead, comrade.
Thank you so much, Ibrahim. You see, also they talk about campaign don't start. Some of the two they can talk about Ibrahim. Now you don't start to show people living in exile unwillingly. General Bonkelenke, somebody served the army for over 30 years, Ibrahim. He joined the army as private soldier in 1988. He grew to the ranks, he commissioned in 1991. And throughout Saloon, the war, they throughout the war. And he's one of the officers we, most soldiers plus me, been the hope say when they become the leader of that military, meaning the chief of defense staff or the court, if they do changes, you do have in the different unit you don't work. A name will be sabi, now change the system. Where you go NSI, it the create something, where all man go with ma, where you go Lungi, now they enforce unit to work as soldier. Lungi the MI room when at the military hospital been get it. It not been good, they make up. The Lungi, the school, then they get problem, they do have a village pavilion, they fence, the field, they would can stick. Where you go Kabbalah, as the CEO, the rest when they supply students and they do the SLPP term, when they cook for we 3 cup per man for day. Where you go, it's still the cook the rest, and pot and can measure na paid. How many spoon the rest come out and they forget soldiers. So in name na be change the system. He's a very, very, very good officer. Ibrahim, the man, he work in a different place than battalion commanders. He work as administrator at the military, both Air Force headquarters and the Ministry of Defense. He become brigade commander. Matter of fact, then at the last presidential guard force commander during the NSC era, where SLPP camp, where they want give the man trouble first, the life ammunition part of the man. Even the last goal, even take the 2 years. Now in the go take, they not take from the now you know the 5 day hour. Now you go the way even take the 2 years, you don't get nothing for those ammunition. You don't get that for those ammunition. Then they go take the life and say, no, we don't find nothing. But what's happened, Ibrahim? Imagine a serving general, when they don't miss a panakis, then pull in driver and security in their hand. Then they drive himself. A general. So the man look and say, me even retire the army policy from colonel, we don't retire now. You go to the driver and the security if you want, you go down in a law. In the serve now, not to retire now, in the serve, they're pulling driver in their hand, putting security in their hand. So meaning they are asking the one killer now. And this guy takes something about Bonkolenke, he and Julie Jalona, first cousin. A mama, then called Julie Jalona, a mama be one daddy. But you know mortgage in integrity. A non-mortgage in service, a non-loyal to person, a loyal to the state. If not, Ibrahim, Bonkolen can be able for Allah and brother, then go to the door. He refuses, then he resigned from service. He resigned honorably, then he was forced now to go to exile because if he can get the intelligence and say, the man, the one that killed off, so the man who, for your safety, he was forced to go exile. Inside this exile, Ibrahim, he lost a big brother, Rama Daddy. He lost his small Rama Daddy. Then in Madon can die. The pressure, in Pekin, 2 don't die. Then the one will be the take care of her yesterday. When I mean the dual thing for them. That Pekin, the exile, the book. This now 5 years, 6. These are the control rape and nurture. For Tiona say, we took it up, but say, that's all Rwanda starts. That's all Rwanda starts. Now make mother you will not get any reason for get any because for any chance that you get. With the goals that Rwanda come out, they could become worse because imagine Rwanda not being the device not being decent at the world. That will not get internet to the show thing that happen. Rwanda get that kind of genocide. Imagine now we don't know the forces don't sharply divide, the country don't divide, including any apart from Mongolete, how many people in exile? How many people in exile apart from Mongolete when are serving past them, former within exile. People like ATT would have been one of the most strongest where's the man with them forcefully sack and pull up and where's the Stajan notice sack and he get for run for a life in the life here. You know how many people in the exile did not give the other countries them? You know how many? So imagine these are warlords. So Bonkolenke, any say they want this opportunity, any say that we no say Bonkolenke yesterday. You the serve now, you now have the that army together with you will not be boss, we no sabi say you don't lost like this don't go to this 5 years. Now this tragedy done before the brother for 5 years. In this 1 year, they don't get this problem. So two brothers die, and mama don't die. Easy for like Cobra able to suppress, especially if at the old age, you 2 picking don't die. You want picking day out of country, you need to see them past and full. So what is opportunity and join Ibrahim like journey for life we sincerely extend the condolence to brother, a friend, a colleague, to them at this point in time with this so. We'll not get power for wake the dead, but to get power for community. It's not lost. Death is inevitable. The only pain we could feel the pain for you now because you're not able to go see any one of your brothers where you don't die or your mama for say like you go there and forget in last respect. You don't take you off and say now then you will die, then there and there you go to willingness. This is the country, right?
Absolutely.
Like God make the Mami so rest in perfect peace.
Comrade, General Bonkolenke, is he a 3-star general or 4-star general?
Now 1-star general. Is it brigadier general?
Oh, regardless, comrade. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. You make star. It's a big deal at any part of the world.
For become a general, Ibrahim, it's not an easy thing. And it's one of the generals that we go in cause, and he did very well in the causes there.
You know,
in fact, a man ever promote without going through a career course. Also like Picking was promoted to Brigadier without going his course.
comrade,
When the promoter I go course, then I go can talk to last. We will man meet up and English. But all the course in promotion we get is merit. You go through in courses them from lieutenant to captain to major to lieutenant colonel. All the courses that then come to Ghana, Nigeria, which then sign a country because Salon Army, if they say the go course in Ghana, that you that is expand. I know the officers in category. When they say this in Ghana, they go. We know say that's expand. If they go Nigeria, we know. Or Bangladesh, because or UK, we don't see by the country they go. Because they go. You know now you that Somalia go to do them 3 courses a day. Based on performance, that's when they send you for go because you no go to 6 country. Speaking about even in China, you go for go do course. Even in China, that Tortola spend maybe it's English. Even in China, you go do course that Tortola. So no say China no go do. Let person make any mistake. Like very powerful country. But then you look at the country, we say them 2 million, them military, so much like the US, the UK, the Ghana, then they follow the doctrine to the letter because the English comes there. This officer with Ibrahim, you don't get any promotion through politically. If they will cause a passing cause a meritor before the promoter. He's the officer.
Absolutely. You know, comrade, I visualize being a star, a general in the United States Air Force, Army, Navy, Marine, Admiral, whatever it is. You know, with a wonder, they say, 62 years of independence, but Salon we young. American are over 230 years. How we get there? There is no general in America. Matter of fact, I think I have a video of a general where they address, you know, Donald Trump. When Donald Trump misbehaved, when Donald Trump make the man go look funny, the crowd, that general did not take it lightly. I'm going to play that sound there right now, comrade. You know, I want to let people understand what it's like when they say he's a general. Nobody no crazy go clutch a general in America. But how we reach there? Now because of respect and decency. Respect for society. The military is the most respected institution where anybody can join. This is why Africa is not moving, because we get people who understand the values of what it's like to serve in the military of a nation. These people should be protected. Comrade, I don't like talk about myself, you know. I don't like compare myself to General Bokeleke. Don't left me far away. But at my own level, where, you know, the respect, the decency, and everything that I enjoy in this nation, you know, I can only imagine what it's like for being a star general. I've met a few stars. I've met a few generals, you know, in the military career. But these are people who for meet themselves, not so local team. You know, easy, not funny, because there are protocols that has to be observed for like you near a general. But I play this message from the you know, General Macmillan. Not play phone. Now listen to this, people. Now listen to this.
Hear the stories through the eyes and the voices of the individual soldiers who endured so much for the cause of freedom and their unrelenting devotion to the Constitution of the United States, the moral North Star for all of us in uniform. It is that document that gives purpose to our service. It is that document that gives purpose to this museum. And we in uniform are willing to die to pass it on to the next generation. In it are the ideas and the values that make up this experiment called the United States of America. And the motto of the United States Army for over 200 years, since 14 June 1775, the motto has been, "This we will defend." And the "this" refers to the Constitution and to protect the liberty of the American people. You see, we are unique among armies. We are unique among militaries. We do not take an oath to a king or a queen, a tyrant or a dictator. We do not take an oath to an individual. No, we do not take an oath to a country, a tribe, or a religion. We take an oath to the Constitution. And every soldier that is represented in this museum, every sailor, airman, Marine, Coast Guardsman, Each of us will protect and defend that document regardless of personal price.
Thank you, comrade. This was the video where McMillany addressed Donald Trump, because pretty much this message I forgot. We know military take a oath to the Constitution. General Bonkalenke took a oath to the Constitution.
Stories the moment they happen from
you know what I mean? Comrade, for Lewy brother, they go through this. A general of the United States, of Sierra Leone Army, Ebra, with all the sacrifice that he made over the years, he's in exile today. Comrade, this is sad. This is sad, but comrade, let me go through this security. Big man.
You know, comrade, as I go through security, you know, one of the campaign don't start today as alone. Officially, campaign don't start today. Legally, we don't start campaign. These are the reasons we make enough of vote President Bio in June 24. These are some of the reasons, just one of the reasons we make enough of vote President Bio. Don't forget about the killing. One talking only about the killing. Again, because and you all man know how many people he don't kill inside these 5 years. We incessantly go talk say, we only kill again for nobody for politics. You know, Sierra Leoneans today, they don't officially launch the campaign for change the government in June 24, 31 days from today, we get election as alone. 31 days from today, we get election as alone. Sierra Leoneans will not need for telling again exactly what's happening, but they quickly remind you now about the things that we for make vote government in or vote government out. When we want for vote Ernest Kroma in 2012, we get to we look for. We can permission say in 90 days, in 100 days, they make we get light. From that end, they light not short cut off again as alone. And now they call salon tell you we get blackout. It tell you say at the connect the country. You see at the give you roads, small roads. We'll see from Freetown to Kailau today. We'll see how the road been there. We'll know been there 15 years. We will know it there now. From Freetown to Kono, we know that road been there. From Freetown to Cambia, Pamala, we know that road been there. From Bo to Jendema, we know how that road been there. From Lungi to Polok, we know how that road been there. We know how Freetown be there. Sport road have been too lane. It make a fall in. Big road have been too lane. It make a fall in. They give me the hill bypass road. They give me the road from Dewey. For can boss na Wilberforce. We give the road from Wilberforce for take a hill court road. We all know how end that the time. So it give me reason for all vote for him again for the second time. So President Bio in 5 years, let us show Sierra Leone the one thing we to wait for me could be a second time. Politics, no left for the not for dance now. Is the time who the actual leaders them what you don't do in 5 years. Tell me. President Bio in 5 years, we all can remember say the thing that we know coming out is that the multiple killings of brothers and sisters. If not na Tumbo, na Tonko Limba, na Malenchuan, na Lunshar, na Makini, na Panimba Road, August 10, during the protest, after protest. If not that the lawful arrest and detention of people, if not that the continuous increase of prices, food commodities, fuel, everything to do with money, salo money during the war, AFRC. Salo money value pass Guinea money. Today, Guinea, 400,000 francs, now 1 million leons. When I imagine. Brothers and sisters in Guinea, they survive. Go buy market at Guinea, cancel a salon. Nobody look more at salon for go buy market at Guinea. How do you go buy? With the money, don't halaki. Today, salon don't take foreign money for some legal tender. That you take foreign money for buy something at salon. So these are the issues we watch for vote. Don't go vote because of being a Mende, because of being a SLPP, because of being a APC. Vote because you are less alone better. This is campaign. Now campaign or not dance. Now as the leaders, what you don't do now they tell you. You way they come, you they tell me you plan before you come. The APC you can for tell now the young plan. How they plan for can change this suffering for the people of Sierra Leone. We need for no. So Sierra Leoneans need to go for good dance any longer, but they go for listen. What's in the messages who they key, where they make people and say, okay, someone come on normal wants, but what's in the plan we get for can end this suffering, for can end this brutality, for can end this tyranny in our country. You know, we get for continue for tell people and say the elections, not to say with the good money for go vote, but why would they vote first? For no than they why we want vote? Because we don't know what make the vote. We just go number for vote. Then the better enjoyment say, hey, logo, no. I didn't say no, this hungry boku. Yes, now when I tell me how the hungry are. Hungry boku now hungry they voting. If you're hungry boku now first at 200,000, now what is now 800,000. What now talk now? If you're angry boku, we feel like 6,000. Now we feel like 25,000. We talk now. If you're angry boku, we sardine. I've been 3 for 10,000. Now how much for sardine? If you're angry boku, we be say one compress of 1,000, one compress of 5,000. You know, these are the things we have to remember. Now we think Because not to forgo no more for go enjoy saloon politics for come out from enjoyment. If for dinner by issues. If not, we are heading for the worst. Because if we say anything to go, then they make sense. Okay, yes. The enjoyment, any election, who are they enjoy like we and it's why we can do the internal. Who dance because there is a reason for love dance. He give you the reason because still every day. But this one, when I'm mourn for mourn. Why are so for mourn? All man for no say the country not sweet. Or for wear black, say for to go. Or let them know so not happy. Or for wear black. Because at the end of the day, if I'm from this mentality of dancing, I'm from this mentality of jubilating. Come on from this mentality of the clapping for politicians, they will not deserve for clap for. Trust me, we will remain at the same side. We will remain at the same side and one for move from this side. At the end of the day, June 24, get for decide what things are longer for be next. June 24, they decide if Salon are ready for move destination or not. June 24, they decide if Salon they go, also come out 32 years ago or not. June 24, they decide me and you would be picking a just set and bond the future higher for look like. Because if we continue the way I did so, we all know say we are headed for the worst. So when I go campaign, the messages, Madam you, all the thing if you tell we know already. We don't tell and thank you. We don't walk don't pass it. We don't tell and thank you. We go Kabbalah, they go like say it go make the road from Kabbalah to Kurbola for go Kono Ibrahim. That road been in progress. We Madam you can the first time we condemn is not important. You know get economic value. Imagine. If Alaba is not economic value, so you need to make that road. Then I go tell them, say if you could do that road, wait for Rondo himself 5 years ago. Say no economic value. So these are things that move. Look for now. Whose message they give you? What you get for tell people them? Because anything they tell you is happy. You don't need for tell we if you work or not work. See, they understand. You don't need for tell you if the country switch or not switch to understand both home and abroad. You don't need for tell me if the country don't they progress or you know the progress. We know both they live, they know they live, the world have the economic impact because they feel that. And if it's 100 people composting the manager now, you get for double money or triple money left to your pocket. So everybody feel the impact of Sierra Leone. How it is so. So people of Sierra Leone, we advise to them, let them think and not see the future of the nation. They know you hand behind.
Absolutely. Comrade Ekachi, you know, like I open this message, so I think it's very clear to Salon people and, the opposition as a whole. Waiting the message for Tanlek, waiting the conversation get for Tanlek during this campaign period. I think it's about people like General Bonkelenke. Salon people for pay attention to waiting they happen. It's very sad for our country to go through this in 2023. It is pathetic. Sierra Leoneans not for be proud of this moment. Listen to a moment to be proud of at all. There's nothing here to write home about. Nothing no deny. For be proud of. For get a nation where they discourage and they ostracize young people to this point. People are stakeholders in society. General Bonkelenke is a stakeholder in Sierra Leone society. If anything, like I will say again, for serve this long in with military, outstanding service over the years. And for let reach to this point where this man not lost him mama and they will kind of country. Me, I want the opposition leaders them think about this. Who doesn't get the responsibility for protect citizens them in times like these? Who doesn't for stand up like the wealth of parliament? When all of these things they happen back in the day, we talk, we mention them people there. We say we get exiles them across the country. Guinea, go look Salon people in Bokuna, Guinea. Sadly, we even get some of our brothers and sisters in the way they exile, then still they stand behind some of these opposition leaders. They support them. Then they ready back for die for them, but they're in exile. But these leaders not able to go and take their hand, say, no, my brothers and sisters, there is no way we can be in exile. And they go take una hand, we bring una back kind of this country. We ready for stand with una, we protect una. This is not a country of birth. Now on a nibble day, we protect una. Can you imagine? So moving into this campaign period, I think that is the message now. The protection of our people. If anything, Marabiono deserve another day. We should be ashamed, Sierra Leoneans, or for shameful country.
Ibrahim, like we remind we today mark the first official day for the campaign. One thing, and morning, guys, by the way.
Morning, yes.
You see, when we look at the whole thing, You know, Ibrahim, you see currency, nothing way now, you know, me refer to as the cook one pot. You know, whatever you put inside the pot when you cook one pot, that's so again for kind taste or look like. You know, Ibrahim, you know, this popular Ghanaian vice president, he's an economist. He used to work in Canada. He made a comment, say, you know, like, we use propaganda for run the economy, or else the currency, they expose you. You see, Ibrahim, this currency, like now one pot, if you put yabas there, you get yabas smell at the end of the cook. If you put pepper, you get the pepper and the taste of the pepper at the end of the cook. If you put Maggi inside it, you get the taste of the Maggi, you get the flavor. If you put any scented thing inside it, you get the aroma, Ibrahim and comrade. The reason why I say this, you see, people in the talk say, oh, President Bio don't do well. A car with free education. Oh, it build hospital them. It make roads them and all that in the day. People in the field for realize say all these things them, now the ingredient where they actually make the one pot become sweet or bitter. It smell nice or it smell really, really bad. Where appetizing for it. Ibrahim, if this guy they spend on the free education and the free education is making an impact, it will show in the currency. Make no mistake about it. Ibrahim, if this man, they make airport, and people trust the airport, people trust the contractor of the airport, Ibrahim, it will show in the currency. Because all these things that they bring about confidence. And the currency, Ibrahim, make no mistake, it kind of like they reflect on the confidence with the place that we country. The reason why we see the dollar shorting in our country, it is because of the C word, Ibrahim. If these guys, like now, realistically, they be say the education where they spend on get like real impact to the lives. If the people where they go right now, people they say free education, but people they spend more into the free education, buy school things for them picking them. Ibrahim, trust me, if this free education was working the way it's supposed to work, it would reflect on the currency. Ibrahim, if like how did they say, oh, President Mio make airport, it reflect on the currency because you know why? Tourists, he aligned them for to get confidence for calm salon. Ibrahim, all of these things are facade. They are deceptions, Ibrahim. The only thing they create so is that because you know they meet the kind people, the caliber of people. You know when we can talk there, people they kind of like misinterpret and say we they disrespect the people of Sierra Leone. Say, oh, they're not educated, they're not learning the day. No, these things were provoking the people of Sierra Leone. And because the politicians they know too well, keep them this way, keep them uneducated, keep them stupid, and use them. Ibrahim, no way, everything that they're boasting of how Madabio, it kind of like repeal the criminal libel law. How Madabio, it kind of like bring about the 30% quota of women. Ibrahim, when they say hotel, we say free, bring free education. You name the lies, the deceptive things. Name them. I do not know, Ibrahim. You just name them. If these things were true, if these things were real, it reflect on the economy, it reflect on the currency, Ibrahim. Everything, unless Madam Yokoff, it reflect on the economy.
Absolutely.
Ibrahim, again, right now as I talk to you, people seem for the lost confidence in America because of the whole debt ceiling thing where we talk about every day. Because right now, Kevin McCarthy, Ian, Joe Biden, they meet every day, they negotiate, because they don't create this thing, Ibrahim. Everything, whether they lie, but it gets direct relationship with the currency. Ibrahim, like Salon people have to understand this thing. The reason why we currency day like how it is so don't get nothing for do with Ukraine and Russia war.
Absolutely.
Why is it that the Guinea currency they become stronger so we own? They're not exposed. In fact, Guinea more exposed to Russia and Ukraine war.
Absolutely.
Because like 80% of China, the import of iron ore, they pull on a Guinea.
Guinea. Right.
So
Right.
if like the oil and energy price go up, China will go slow for produce.
Absolutely.
And when they slow for produce, they go slow for buy from China from Guinea. So it would affect Guinea even more, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
Salon tell like how we did so. Because all the things that when they tell us say, Mother Biodo achieve, it should reflect on the currency. So Ibrahim, the Leons is the most depreciated currency in the world.
Kashi, it is. But Kashi, not forget, and you talk about but you don't emphasize on that point when it comes to the thievery, the amount of dollars where these guys they spend. They don't take so much dollar out of the economy that there is nothing left. Because all that the thief and take na dollar. Charter private jet na dollar. All this fly with this man fly for years na dollar. African Express mentioned everything these guys are doing is in foreign exchange, either dollar, euros, or pounds. Now so that they take the money na the economy. So what's in happen and dried up the economy. So again, it goes to the point where you can make the emphasis we can lay on what you talk about quantitative easing and quantitative tightening, right? At this particular point in time. Where you say what's in happen so you don't squeeze the economy so much. It's tight. It don't tight business. Not a flow, everything we make them release say, everybody can use foreign currency now for do business in the country. So again, this is the fundamental part, Kashi. Now the thief, the amount of money where they don't thief, then pull all the foreign currency out. Now then get her and they control them. You remember we see them barrel there, where they, as them print you money, then get it in a barrel, then change all them money, then bring and come and siphon them, then send and come overseas, Kashi. So it dry up the economy of Sierra Leone. So forex not a play.
The question begs. If you change money, which I think was very reckless, and you see, people of Sierra Leone do not listen. They don't pay attention to these things. We warn people and say, changing this money, they lead we to Zimbabwe.
Absolutely.
This thing when it begin to kind of like say, I mean, of course, the dollar and all that, they're legal tender. But for me, you make them, for make it go on a transactional level to a country, tells you, we are in a mess, Ibrahim.
You have to look at the exchange rate.
Zimbabwe don't do this thing. They don't do currency redenomination. This is their third currency redenomination that they own. And it even lead for me to use foreign currency because people when they use wheelbarrow for go collect tiny money when they send for you. And this is where Salon the end, Ibrahim Deleke today.
Kashi.
These people don't destroy the economy.
Exactly.
We emphasize on this. Like what you say, they don't thief all the money now. You tell people them for go demand the dollar, give more power and strength to the dollar.
When they weaken the Leons every day.
Of the Leons.
Every day the Leons they weaken. Kashi, like South Korea as an example, then dollar, the equivalence is about 70 to 80 cents to a dollar.
Wow.
The South Korean one.
Wow.
70 or 80 cents to a dollar. So where you go there, I mean, anyways, Kashi, 60 years ago.
Right. You see, the problem we face now with country now because people they not actually they pay attention to these things.
No.
People do not pay attention to these things.
No.
Make no mistake, Ibrahim, we country they in an absolute mess. And people like go feel the way you talk there, oh, you just making it up, you want to make Mother Bio look bad and all that thing. No, Ibrahim, this is fact. Salon Day na a place where like we economy don't rot in, Ibrahim. Get money they are winning the thief. So Ibrahim, they don't thief, they don't broke. Okay, let me think now, Ibrahim. For make you change money, you must know the money will be there in circulation, the old money, and now you go print the equivalent of that money that will be in circulation.
Absolutely.
Why is it like that they use the old one and the new one concurrently at the same time? When we say
the intention for the very first place was not economical, not to think way even necessary, like how you always do the put right. The whole thing was politically motivated in the first place, so it was the most stupidest decision they ever made.
Right. This tells you there is serious problem now with economy.
Absolutely.
Because inflation, first of all, now the world don't be triggered by supply chain issue, by lack of like productivity again in Africa. But when we flip up, not only we face with that, we face with like the layman definition of inflation, where they say that too much money, they chase few goods. So Ibrahim, let me look at this. They don't go already print the equivalent of the money with the in circulation, the new leons. But now they are using, we do not know. Imagine, Ibrahim, let me say that 100 leons of the old leons be day.
In circulation.
Right? In circulation. Now, then we don't go print back 100 leons back in the new currency. So it means now instead of we get 100 leons in circulation, we have 200 leons.
No, Kashi, you are not pleased to get new money as a low wage in circulation. Because even the government, now the old money they use, meaning they may just steal low money, they say, no, go make new money. Because if that money been done there, they for them to see the old leons for don't die. How many people accept the old leons? Now there is no extension again. So we need to be inside.
But the new leons,
they budget for the new leons, but why they think something that very low amount, all the money, because the evidence is very clear. Look the bank government and they just will now God knows what is going to just with that after I don't take the money.
Whether a low amount or whatever, let me say that 50% of the old leons equivalent they print as the new leons. It kind of like make the situation worse. Because like now they don't give say up to like January 2024. Now I need like the old leons for come out of use. Imagine this now like now last year they say. Now you give them another 1 year. We do not know. Wait again, nobody know they go ask whether waiting they print in the Bank of Sierra Leone or they don't release them in circulation. When they make the cause
that question, Cash, we need to ask again because that was all for ask in don't pass the topic today na campaign day. One knows for the question for don't come out. But this thing you predict time before this time because you talk about this thing, they're kissing a joke. He example on the single audios who can lament on joint audio. Give different examples of Ghana, Zimbabwe, say any side where they do the money for redominate the money, see a problem.
Yeah.
You talk time again, you give examples, countless examples. People like you see, let me guys say for Ghana social media, when they listen, Saloma they listen, like when they play music, hey, this music they find lots of music. Social media will be effective for reason, for being on issues based. People in social media they make fun. Go to TikTok and make fun, not for letting get view. People they go to YouTube for letting get view. We they can't talk for letting these people understand who's how they help for. And you predicted these things 10 years ago. You talk about how Nadu all this today. Cash at the tell you see, if I don't I said they go to 10 they go to bank, you don't get money. Will not be say 2022, me and you 2021 December, people don't go to bank, see money no day. The bank going to say money don't do 2021 for what take money. You money we keep now. Why go and take 5 million, you know how many load you. It happiness alone. But you money, no say na government money, you money we keep. It's like 5 million, money no dey log you 1 million. Bank over na television you see money no dey. Nobody not ask that question. Where's the money go? And that's why I'm talking so. That the correct cash flow. See, this man there, all the transactions they do $9. Then thief lose, they make $1. Then thief lose, they make $1. Then miscalculate everything. And any country, anybody in a position where you want to governance and imagination. You imagine governance, you fail. Governance, you need to imagine. You watch, you get plan before you come. Except you not get plan, you not be no supporting in the back. So they imagine governance. All they imagine Ibrahim, na for thief, driving mutka. Quelque chose and they nothing to say man, get beaucoup pounds and dollars and use. He make audio, he go live on Facebook. So the people that know the reason why it makes Salon this way. And Salon, if we not be careful, I make say June 24, it decide the fate of Sierra Leone next Salon. We talk about exile Ibrahim, any rebel organization in Africa. Now people who just want to go the other part of the world. Even without exile, so my country don't tanga, I don't go like I don't go get this, I don't tanga. Now then they galvanize. Listen to the RF then Isa then Maskiza then say so the exile and I do meet up police and call. I do them contact people. Imagine now you take war on them, force them for exile. This is to economic triangulation pull. But this is political intimidation and pull them.
Look at it. No go far, comrade. We talk about police and call. Ali Kaba. Why then go to Libya, that the Mataba, which Charles Taylor talk about the special court investigations? Why then go to the Mataba? Oppression, suppression, and say Shaka Stevens don't hold on to power for long and one for So people again, this there were a lot of them in exile after what happened between 64 to 67. A lot of them be in exile. The Inganoma, they all be there in exile. Not to then come back. So this is the reality of what we say. But go ahead.
Because if it's alone know the road, then say I don't listen to say where you for down. Forget about say for down. I like you go chat your forehead. Turn back. Watch. What's that the cause for that for them? If na skate to skate, if na rope tangle foot five, if na stony bucky foot car, go back and pull that obstacle there. Ibrahim, until we go back where we came from. We look, we say salon be don't come out, we say salon be. We're not ready for move it. When someone come out and talk and say, if they take salon to the 60s, then people say it na joke, it's a joke. We need to go back to the 60s. We come back. We begin because Ibrahim we get for start somewhere. Now we're not getting no start for start. We will start from this man at you. We have to go back again. They'll begin pick and back. If we salon and get tried, they will go school. We will go school. Or they eat that school. Then supply books then. Matter of fact, it means like class 1, class 2, class 7 the books. Then they know to see the thing I can go. Then the day we wanna go school and you wanna do left day. Now there's a free education. You they spend more money at school than when there's a free education. And Ibrahim, the expenditure as alone from nursery to university. In fact, the university then is sorry for because the price increase and cut all the things other government and they pay. Then can put all waiting there enjoy inside there. They just have waiting there enjoy as alone. We do government people and they educate. Then they can put people. In your economy we study. We they pay for I don't go at this for because under we government they subsidize for them. Then send them day. Now Indian can brutally pull. They say we enjoy the sale, people for suffer. Then can pull up the economy they so can pull subsidy. We for make picking life load better. That maybe the sell collateral, they will sell chocolate, they will pay for picking at college. Then pull up. We make picking you know many picking they go sit Ibrahim, they go na FBC. You know you get money for completing in bad school. You know how many picking a day? We don't go get a first degree in law, but they go na law college. You know how many picking a day? Maybe after every 100%, maybe not less than 10%, they go to law school for completing in course.
Because
the money
is the order of the day.
The money is over 40 million. Who said that? Who that money they pull that money? Who said that? Who they sell that?
Now we get lights. Now we get lights. I get Kulwata. But it goes to the point where Kashi they make so comrade at the end of the day. These guys, I don't say Kashi they go deep into the economical aspect of them, but we cannot underestimate with people them. I'm sure they are understanding exactly the point because
they do anything for now for upload Cashbox.
No, Cashbox predict a lot of these things.
Long ago, it's really service here. Now make us say we go for goal and anything, Ibrahim. Makes us say you pay attention to what they teach you. It really make you proud of economy study because how it talk no more. Now like how it did at the Quran or Bible, that's it don't happen. Bam, all man knows here.
Exactly.
The business Nigerian to come out social media. No issues. So today people don't know so think as well talk when they say no more possible, it's not a big so. It talk it begin to about dollar. They say dollar here for go to 2,500,000.
Yeah.
They're facing a play.
Yeah.
Now they will go so. I don't know so.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
Petrol, it's okay. They say the petrol go for the go. And I go to go so that they will each so. We're not happy about these things. But Cashbox will do this for empower the parliament. But no, in Africa, I make Africa go before. African man, the typical African man, we get the title. Nobody else can tell anything again. If forget say, I reach the first of all is a servant of the people, or she's a servant of the people. Therefore, people the outside we get more experience, more knowledge, more everything than you. No man is an island. No man stands alone. Which in Cashbox will do that for empower the parliaments, give them the information that they need, the tool that they need for able to stand up against this government. What we see for 5 years, nothing happened. Now look at 31 days to elections. Now the people they feel the pinch. But you were telling the social media comrade, I hear a lot of idiots talk about, hey, let's move on now. I left them. The 5 years, the parliament, they don't. No. When you get for go sit exam, now you prepare for go take the exam. For example, lawyers them for let them become a lawyer. You get for take one exam where they call LSAT. Matter of fact, for let them even allow you accept you in a law school. They call it LSAT exam. It gets 4 aspects of them. You get for do with logic and all of this other stuff. That way you get for study properly because the format of the exam is totally different. Not to overnight you don't know more. You say, oh, tomorrow I get the exam. No. Now over a period of time, some man they study 6 months, 1 year, they study and they take different version of the exams them so that the day where they go take the test, now for like pass, they accept in a law school. Now the same way with our systems of governance. Not to overnight where they can fix it, they will go fix everything. The parliament was there to fix all of these issues. When the parliament go approve the redenomination for law gets two currency, able for say then the change with currency. Now the parliament approve that you can't tell it is nonsense talk na social media. But they don't pass now. Parliament don't come. Shut up. I'm sorry, but you shut up. When I left this foolishness, this is what's in the kill Africa. You see, Africans don't respect history. Africa don't respect history. History when in the real time, so to that fake like history, no way to go. But the real historical perspective to things, Africans until we respect history. Comrade and Cashin. This goes back to everything we say. Look at the tourism sector in Sierra Leone. The tourism sector in Sierra Leone, if we get serious leaders at this particular point in time, we should be making billions of dollars a year from tourism alone. Waiting for people they can tell, no, we can share with story with the rest of the world. Comrade Nkashi, this is part of what we talk about. When you travel across the world, when you see how other countries they tell their story, look at South Korea, like as an example today, when they get the demilitarized zone, the DMZ area, Usai people they travel for across the world for go see outside North Korea and South Korea, the sheer border, that boundary there, people want to know exactly what's happened. Then they tell you the story about the war, how long it lasts, when they forget a peace, then sign the armistice peace, then show you the soldier man they way fet, then show you the young soldier we go fet we die, then show you the soldier we write letter to him, mama, say mama me I don't kill people them, hey mama me I don't know campaign. All of these stories you see them, you visualize them, you say never shall it happen again. Africans don't believe in history. Now the same way they tell you say, hey, left the parliament now. Shut up! Left the parliament now. What the hell do you mean left the parliament? Oh, just because they don't come out of the building, don't collapse, the building don't crash, they all don't die, they don't exist again, not they, or all to happen in a parliament, not they fit into waiting the episode like today. How on a official get this kind of a terrible voter ID card? Blackface people all over the country.
Ibrahim, these parliamentarians, they all don't go back for symbol. In fact, some man with the they had one. Some man campaigned very strongly, like about for men to go back to the parliament. The very parliament who side they bulldoze them, who side they maltreat them, who side we don't understand. But let me tell you, Ibrahim, the campaign against us on social media, it starts with this parliamentarian. I said, I didn't want to go one parliamentarian. Now one day, he hates me like he. I feel say even if his system where they go pull, like he like a pass we. Far away. Ibrahim, the guy hates me with fast
that is his freaking business. He can choke him. He can choke him down in two. They choke.
Kashi, listen, in history, we hate him with passion.
Exactly.
Because we not go for letter.
No, come on.
Let me tell you something, Kashi.
Come on.
One member of parliament, and they call me now, in the not gas symbol. Now you go call somebody, then he answer and call the number. Hey, come on, Peter. All those now they talk not true. All that true. I don't know the person. I say, what do you mean? Say, say, me na member of parliament. That's what we talk about that symbol. I say, no, make that. Say, now it's on another so that's what we talk about. That they not as another is not true. You cannot get symbol. That just come on the concept.
Let me tell you.
Just come on the call.
Come here. I said this parliamentary. I tell you too. But very, very soon, I don't hang matter for him. I they calling him, and I they tell you anyway,
Kashi.
about the anger and so forth.
Kashi.
See, very,
this guy can shove him. He can shove him down in part. This hate way, he can shove outside sun not the shine. Where sun not did itself, they shine. Who give a shit about who that like me, who that not like me? The one person who go hate me at this dunya where I know say I definitely I'll get problem now if me mama hates me. But any other individual, I give a shit about you. I'm sorry, my folks, but this is the reality of what we talk about. You hate, we hate. Who's commit now? There's 10 commandments in the Bible. Who's one person in the world commit where you can't tell me I don't commit against you? Well, the only reason that way is to thank God go vex for me because not a mortal man. Again, like I was saying, not a mortal man. This is what they do, so they do for this to save the soul of a nation. Over the years, we don't get a lot of people we don't get a rebirth. You know how many people have transformed their mindset? Over this, we message what they do because then see we consistency and they don't say it's love for country. They don't say, Kashi, today I can decide say I don't do what's up on you again. I don't owe responsibility to nobody. I can say, Kashi, comrade, I'm sorry. With all due respect.
I get 500 gig phone.
Thank you.
Just because of this, I tell you, I had to go and get like a 1 TB phone. Where they cost me more money.
Thank you.
For buy.
Just for like phone free.
Grace. I'm not doing it enough for me picking them and like come on talking to you guys. You really feel sad if you go get massive phone like this?
Kashi, comrade, I want to go back to flip phone. I want to go back to flip phone if it's possible, where I don't deal with internet or nothing and all of that kind of stuff. I want to go back because I want to forget my mind for focus. Kashi, there are other things I want to do for focus. And we're important. You know?
Like this time, you take time. At times, you left you work fast in the evening.
Not only
so. Catch up now for doing your job. Come on,
exactly, Kashi. Kashi, at the kitchen, I will place.
Oh, Lord, I love this. What happened? That is fame for say, oh, Cash box then on social media. Is that
no.
That they go with.
Kashi, I don't reach that place, comrade. I didn't have a place now. They avoid me workmates them. I can't lock myself inside. I can't lock myself. They want to talk to me. They have a lot of things they want to say to me. But I can't sacrifice now. I lock myself. Then they feel but we'll go talk to them. You know, because it is the reality of what we're dealing with. They feel so glad every day they had whip and more WhatsApp group them. The phone they full up constantly. You get for the delete and clear. All of this everything. You know, comrade, they can't catch it. Like how they say. You see this life now by level. We all know better past nobody. But at the end of the day, to God in this day, not so the same. We all not be the same. So some of these idiots, they feel so all like company on social media, but they don't go understand. But we left and away because we think about them people away. Me, what I think about them picking away their hand they suffer, where their hand go broke, they don't get hospital. Now they want to make a comeback on social media. What I think about that Bella woman, they go for go born, you know. Matter of fact, 9 months, you know, go for go see doctor. Yeah, man, for letting get prenatal care. You know, before see him. Now they want to remember. We get the highest maternal mortality.
Did you see the video where they go around? Where people and they say, oh, they go build one hospital in a corner, and then waiting the app when the guys are begging for many people to go donate. Ibrahim, guess what? They've used $3 million so far.
Can you imagine?
Then they ask for another $10 million.
Can you imagine?
The president gives $250 million. That could literally be like 25 of these hospitals where they make months for. But yet still, when you are saying these things, people are now we they go bigger. For building the hospital, but the president stadium over $100 million.
And comrade Kashi, this point we make so remind myself of the Babadi Stadium wo Sinabo. I think people get to understand again the responsibility of the opposition in parliament for them to explain to people how that stadium they build Nabo. I think so. We go for discuss and they in depth. Let people don't understand. When the Africanist press, Lara Telopias, all these Sakura and Sak Lara Telopias had something to do with that stadium. They didn't build so that like today because now daily the timber money. We Babadi Kamara get exclusive right for export timber in Sierra Leone. Udana Babadi Kamara na Marabi human man. Now they shape the money. So for like pull something $5 to $10 million, that stadium is something $5 million, less than $5 million. We build stadium. We normally clap. I tell you. But you know. Comrade and Kashi,
you see the madness now in society.
It is terrible.
When you talk people and say, "Oh no, when I come up behind Koko, oh when I left the parliamentarian, oh now because they're not popular." Who do they look for popularity?
No, they're crazy.
Shut up, guys. Shut up.
Now they already listen to women. Absolutely.
We would not leave them.
Absolutely.
We would not leave them alone, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
Let people say whatever they feel for say, make them cost how they feel for cost. You see, some of these things, I call it, Ibrahim, I never knew I could be doing this.
No.
I was a very, very private person. Private person.
Kashi, no way.
So people that know me, they can say, what's that you, they come up for me, they cost you mama all day. I said, look, some of us have to make these sacrifices. And I remember, me mama, when it alive, it said something. It said, I believe you. You've always said the fact, me mama and me papa didn't sabi me, like me sister and they didn't sabi me. There is no way that they do something and back them by wrong thing. Me mama tell me, say, what's not so you that the cost, not me that the cost. Do waiting right.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to do that.
Absolutely.
When did I grave? I believe, say, they go to smile, they look at me and say, I'm so proud of you, son. Carry on what you're doing.
Absolutely.
So they cost now because una cause.
Kashi, the society don't become the mami cost society. So then they don't left them. Hey, the one that they cost me, that's when they cost them mama there. How do they cost me? They cost themselves your mama there. So the society, if anything, that's what it's not so salon on the and any society will not respect to man, they go before. Now suffer get for the day, punishment, disaster, wahala, kuskas, jaga, yigi yaga, nanga for the that country. And I make salon the lega today. Because the political leaders them, they say, you know what, but rather than cost we man they eat. Hey, but until they not take political action, nobody can stand up. But if I cost the cost no more, left they let them cost no more. Me $250 million now. Hey, and they put here that generation.
Hold on, when you talk so, but Emerson, that's what Emerson get for do we elect we so this election come, then he left way by this thing with all
Well,
what we know him for.
Kashi, it must if you don't give you enough material, we can recycle the material back to twist for yourself if you. But we'll watch, we'll
Well,
watch.
it has to be specific, Ibrahim. This guy has always done some for government them specifically.
Hey,
Yes,
Kashi.
he put coconut in. But waiting, like this guy, anytime they say election, 3 months to election, they pull music. Waiting wrong,
Hey,
Ibrahim.
Kashi.
So nasty. Now they all go join Madam you.
It's the society.
Salon and Bregman country.
It is the society. This is what I'll tell you, my brother. Be careful who you affiliate with. Over this past 5 years, it make around if Kande Yumkela will rise to the rank of United Nations under Secretary General.
Yes.
Kande Yumkela,
Yeah.
Dr. Kande Yumkela, PhD holder, will rise to that rank. If he stoop to this level, tell me what you'd expect from anybody else in the miniature, the minuscule one in a society. Tell what you expect. Where is the expectation? If the man will rise to the rank of under Secretary General at United Nations, the most revered body in the world, he succumb to this level of depravity and ignorance, my brother. Tell me, would I go left now the society? But that is Sierra Leone. That is why again I say people like Comrade Culture. This is why I say again people like Comrade Culture. We commend them.
We be allowed. It been succeed for able fool people there because not to fool because we all believe the way somebody reach to certain level in a society they do well. But some of you like me, I been getting reservation against Kanukela from the morning. I say you no go do better because I took my example from the past one they not to eat. We them on the day at top positions there. We no benefits alone, nothing. They don't get out to the cup na salon pass with one canton president. I started from Pierre Fasmat, I came to Jankaba, all after I done the special PMB, the go to United States one counter na Rwanda SFB under Secretary SRSGs and the special representative for the UN Secretary we make peace Canada Uganda. They all what he do. Now for can take part as a low see in Ururi era. We take part the Oscar as a loan. He go make peace at Rwanda, but we can't come president the Oscar and the work and the state capital. So I look at all the previous one then Abbas Bundwe, take a still take them a young then come. He go end up for sell saloon passport, which is by the way make saloon take visa for Canada UK. Look different people like Ibrahim where they don't get named there before you can. So when I look go back and look at them plan for what's going to happen in that country. No. So when I look at all I maybe because for follow somebody I try for no this policy I sharp not the week out. But maybe that look at himself in the way he call them from Austria. If he calls somebody back from Austria right now, then why do you can accept? Because I live in there. So help people then now we can power. So I reserve that opinion, left and so look at. We know fast we can parliament. In first statement I was really impressed. We say not to join the democracy, this way let me beat the members of parliament. That's okay, maybe this man will be different after that now. Which is tell you now, say they're not Taluma left for take posse and pull Bangana fire. Telling them much they go pull Bangana fire out. So you see, so that make it then I will simply say no the fall people and you can I don't give you the last example where Saluma no they ever fall for nobody in qualification again. Nothing. If you want now you make book. Now you like the person you introduce book at the world. Salon we get for COT with Pala now.
No,
you can I don't give you don't give you a very big eye opener to every Sierra
Absolutely.
You see this man who them Ibrahim so man no get blessing. Me no bono they go do him out in the UK mama after that apostle you now no get power no more. But what thing we see at the end of the day. So you can not to make example Ibrahim. That's the fact.
Absolutely.
So not to possible even member self for trouble because you don't show himself, you don't show what him you want as alone. Not to see that for can't save the nation, not for can destroy the nation, Ibrahim. That's the truth.
Absolutely. And comrade, whilst we round up now, it's very sad. It's very sad for the nation. And why we not get moral values? If you look at Sierra Leone, Sierra Leoneans, the average Sierra Leonean are people that gets decency and respect. Because there is few Sierra Leoneans that we nothing they mortgage their integrity. They never allow themselves to be mortgaged. I like how poor out in the tanga for how difficult life is. But you get a bulk percentage, a very large percentage of the population. We don't get no moral values and ethics. They have nothing to stand on. But you see, now because of over the years, people don't allow, especially the political leaders, they don't make people unbelieve, say, and they don't push this narrative. We make the society not get no amount of trust and dignity and honor because people see how they carry themselves. They see they don't get no integrity. They don't get no moral values. They have no ethics, in society. They don't get no good leadership example for the average Sierra Leonean for watch and see. All we've seen over the years is thieves, looters, destroyers of destiny. Now get in that country. They don't destroy with people and destiny. Generations here unborn. So the average Sierra Leonean not able to understand and know sometimes the difference where ethical standards should apply. Everybody for them bel because again, when you look at the society, now politics don't shape everything. Now politics are the biggest employer in the nation. Business is waiting for create opportunities, amicable environments for let business then come in and able for survive and create job for the citizens. Them it is not there. They didn't even think of that. Everybody in a battle line now. Watch how money they operate. Even matter of fact, the worst set of people them coming in country, believe it or not, is in the diaspora. Man, them within the diaspora. London, America, other parts of the country, they are the worst ones because they don't give up. A lot of these people don't give up on life in the overseas. They don't tire with that. But how could they go back? They have nothing to go fall back on in Sierra Leone. The only opening at the politics. So you see the sides when they take. They would rather take the sides of the corrupt politicians that have spent 5, 10, 15 years in a democracy destroying it. Then go take that side there rather than take the side of the truth and the right path because then they look for option. Then they look for hope. Then they look for side and say, then get the breadcrumbs. We go for
Ibrahim,
the table.
you know the reason for that?
Tell me, comrade. Tell me.
You know the reason for that? That they don't look people like the Francis. They don't do that. Not in their post. They don't look people like more just they don't at this part of the world. When I nothing. Then because of us, they don't look at them. How they be there? How they don't go? Be the separate in the tea. They don't look somebody like President Bio. We can lie. Not be lying.
Absolutely.
The next panel. So you ain't new for tonight. You know what? Not go to politics for good yourself. Go to politics. Because one will make the life better. The person that Gambia woman says they are not careful like kind of themselves, careful can change laws that let Gambia the life better. Ibrahim, me and no one know who don't like me or don't like me. Me, I serve God and the conscience. You may like me for the truth or hate me for the truth, but I know the mortgage himself for nobody. Or see, if not for self-interest Ibrahim, as we to God, Father, be the best person for that who put.
Absolutely.
We get connection between them. We get family members who connect to SLPP. But we break family apart because of Salon.
Absolutely.
We break them apart. So like no the mortgage who intelligence. If somebody to do well like the member Salon, you know I'm going to for that go look this Salon, we go see Salon good. But then they support the wrong thing. For when until he said, then they never realize that. But Ibrahim, let me tell you something. Let me go say, by the grace of God, June 24 they show me the direction of Sierra Leone.
Absolutely.
June 24, like very significant year 2022, show the direction of Sierra Leone. Who says I don't there for Ibrahim? Then I'm last year, June 24, to show you also the effort.
Absolutely.
People will know the truth from the night. But Sierra Leone will begin to say, we don't pass that level for long because you're stupid. That's what people say we're stupid. That we don't know even feel the pain or the close today. Everybody.
Absolutely.
Anybody is who I see the don't today, be it opposition, be it incumbent, then they cover the truth. They're not less alone. That's tell themselves in the book of Abraham. That's the circle that
fact.
Because who are who accountable? Now everybody will hold accountable. Well, they can't differentiate. Say you better. No.
Okay.
Everybody gets a room for play for let's go before. You make it tomorrow. You trade out. You tell resist the teacher and go make campaign at school for people. Then get them hold them accountable. All the school they would hold the headmaster to face them accountable.
Absolutely.
You see, so we get to look at the thing. If I mean all aspects, but let's alone go before.
Oh, most definitely. Kashi, give me a little closer.
Thank you. You know, like what in comrade they say, like Ibrahim, the last word, and it start for to go back to start. You know, the currency, not that one pot. Waiting you put inside the one pot. If now oil one pot you want cook. Now what you put oil there. Now it kind of like turn oil one pot. If not palm if not that one way you need to put nothing inside it. Whatever you put inside it, if the institutions are broken, they reflect on the currency. Ibrahim, if you they kill people, they reflect on the currency. If you kind of like they make sure say you thief with country money, and they reflect on the currency. Whatever you do inside, where you put for make a boil inside the pot, Ibrahim, now so the cook one pot get for day. Salon people, let we not be fooled. Then guy they don't destroy that country there. We only hope right now, Ibrahim, that for make APC come together, fix themselves, and save. And me, not only APC I look at Samuel Kamara. Comrade can always say one thing. This man tell we say how unfair it is for make sense say not even wicked, but yet still they don't block traffic. They say the president they can pass. You know how touching that statement is, Ibrahim? Very touching. And these are the leaders that we would look for, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
These guys, now because the thing them with them put inside the one pot, not good enough. Now make the one pot not come off fine.
Absolutely.
Over to you, Ibrahim. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, before you even close, I don't know if I see that we are sure that we just guy and Mano Cafe go declare for support Samura Kamara.
Right.
Just make a statement. I don't know that people that again say now somebody confirm that he man a saloon. You always prove to be say elect saloon.
All right.
This time they might not like to for itself for good join. Samura say for saloon. Remember when they choose that they get for teeth is actually the join. It's not about skin. It's for the country. And they make a statement where say he and someone that go meet former President Koba. It also about President Koba. He say he need to say something now. This time we say this will not continue for less than local so. It took so many things there. You know, when Ogen leaders like Tasmagai, then kind we look for self-interest anymore rather than country interest, Salon will be cool. It goes with at the time again they did it in 2007 when Salon is very they put the Salon join APC. They don't go back. You see, I need to join the APC population, but they join because Salon is to be rescued. That's my guy. Like Albert Magai Bona, but see the mentality like it's devil can born angel. Angel can born devil.
Sign the last one and I'll sign that shortly. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Okay, comrade. Okay. Bye bye everybody. Okay.